Yeah. Lights on. You recording something?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, good one. If you recording something, come record this right there. Can you get that? Can you see that?
Mm-hmm.
Can you see that?
Mm-hmm.
It's showing pretty good.
5:51.
5:51. So we've been up since 5:30 this morning. Today is Sunday, and today I want to go visit my family. So we got up at 5:30. It's 5:51 right now. We're actually waiting on the sun to come up so we can get started. We got so much work to do today that because I want to quit working at noon so I can shower and be over to my family's house about 1:30. We're going to stop at noon, shower up, try to be out of here before 12:30. We might even stop at 11:30 to get time to come in and take a shower. Now from yesterday, and yesterday my ankle is killing me. We said we were gonna have easy working weekends, but
Lies.
found out that that's kind of impossible because there's so much work to be done, and no matter how hard you work, there's work on top of work to be done. So we ended up working our asses off yesterday, and going to do the same today. Only less time so we can go visit family. Now, I never thought, the whole time I've been alive, I've never wanted to get up early and get to work. But when you're working for yourself, and you're doing things for yourself, you'll wake up early because you'll be like, wow, I need to get this work done. There's nobody standing over me. I want to get to the end result of this. And the only way to get closer to the end is to put in the work. And so since the only way to get closer to the end is to put in the work, then guess what? If we want to take some time away from the house and away from the farm, if I want to do that, then you gotta wake up early. Normally we'll be up about 7 or 8. And we'll start working around 9. Today I want to start working. Hopefully the sun will be up before 6:30, so we can go ahead and get to it. That light is bright in the morning. Makes you not want to look in that direction.
Mm-hmm.
I'm the type of person like to look people in the eyes, but with the camera with the light shining that bright, I don't want to look in that direction. Slept good last night. Worked so hard that as soon as I laid my head down, I went to sleep, and that's how was able to get up so early because put in all that work yesterday.
Well, you know what? Since we got up early today, we might end up going to bed really early tonight.
Who knows? As far as watching TV, maybe an hour or less a day, right? Maybe not even an hour.
For you, sometimes you'll watch it until about 1 o'clock. You'll get finished work at 9 and watch until 1 o'clock in the morning.
No.
Yes.
Because if we finish at 9, we're just getting done eating.
The only time that you get ready to go to bed is when I start falling asleep.
When you get done eating, then it's something on top of something.
Mm-hmm.
You don't get to watch no TV from 9 o'clock to freaking 1 o'clock in the morning.
No, I'm not talking about in the morning. This is at nighttime.
I know, from 9 o'clock at night to 1 o'clock in the morning. Don't tell that lie.
It's not a lie. You did it twice.
A freaking lie.
You did it twice.
From 9 o'clock to 1 in the morning. That's a freaking lie. I know. Because it's like watch like 30 minutes of TV and it's time to go to bed. Finally, when it's all said and done, that's how I know you're freaking lying. Because yesterday, here we go.
I got tired at 11:30.
Here we go. Yesterday, Neff was in bed by 10. We didn't even sit down and watch 30 minutes.
You were already watching TV when I was cooking dinner.
About 2 minutes.
When I was cooking dinner?
And I kept having to get up and go away from it, and it stayed paused the whole time. Remember? Yeah.
No, you didn't keep on getting up when I was cooking dinner.
Yeah. You was like, stop that famous Dex from playing. That famous Dex is ruining your nephew's mind.
That's when you
I have to pause this famous Dex. There you go. So that lets you know right there. You had to go pause the TV. I didn't get to watch it.
Okay, y'all. He making it seem like this is all the time. This was one time.
When it was paused, we went back in there for less than 5 minutes. We went back in there to eat 2 pieces of chocolate and some Golden Grams, and that was it. It was over. Less than 30 minutes of TV. It was over. And he said, "Oh, let's watch a show while we go to sleep or something." Yeah, before the show could even come on, I was asleep.
And that was at midnight.
Exactly. So in there, where do you get an hour's worth of TV?
No, I'm not talking about from last time. I'm talking about the Mother Nights.
Yeah, the Mother Nights too. Where do you get an hour's worth of TV?
Where?
Yeah.
Because there'll be a time where you're sitting there.
Yeah, and then you said you were sitting there and you was like, "Go give your nephew a bath." I'm like, okay.
That was when I was cooking dinner.
Okay, so I'm trying to figure out when have we watched an hour straight
when T
of
goes
TV.
to sleep, and we were up until 1 o'clock in the morning. I told you it was 12:30. And you said, "Oh, I didn't know it was that late."
Yeah.
And we came to lay down. And you wanted to watch a little bit of Champloo. And we went to bed around 1 something.
Oh yeah. Okay, so maybe we did watch. Maybe we watched an hour of TV. That's it. No more. Yeah. I'm asleep. I'm gonna put you on the time. I'm gonna get one of them baby monitors for you. With the voice activation baby monitors.
Okay.
See how you like that? How you like those apples, buddy?
It is cold.
Yeah, down here it's no, we're on the bottom of the hill. I gotta tell you, at night it gets really cold down here, and we're in the summertime here. Is it close to summer? It's rolling right up in the summer, and
even in the heat.
Yeah, in the middle of the heat of the day,
it's not even.
It's not as bad because the wind be coming down this hill, and we got trees all around us. So even in the middle of the day, it's not scorching like at the top, like at the top of the hill where it's like back to the level earth. You know, there it'd be scorching hot. It'd be like scorching hot. It'd be like you feel like, oh, is it trying to melt me out here? Is it that hot? Yeah, but down here, it's really not. Even in the middle of the day when it's like beaming down, yeah, the heat is at its peak. You know, it's not even that bad. Life. I gotta tell you about life, man. Life, man, things can happen in a day, man. You can go from being monetarily rich to having completely nothing in a day. I'm so humble. This is why I'm humble. Because I always feel like I'm one step away from being homeless again. Because I've been homeless so many times in my life. Like, I have a drive. Because I feel like at any moment I can be homeless again. Yeah, we got this nice home and we got acres upon acres of land, and you know, but I still feel like you know, I could be homeless at any moment. I always feel like that. Like anybody who's ever been homeless before, I promise you they feel the same way. They always feel like they're one step away from being homeless, no matter what. And so just having that thought in your head will drive you to like just find something to do with your time, you know. Whether you're working for yourself, then you every day you want to do hundreds of dollars worth of work for yourself. Even though you're not getting paid hundreds of dollars, but you're putting in hundreds of dollars worth of physical labor every day, you know. and that's what I do. I like to work very hard because, you know, I want to take things from the mental realm and turn them in the physical realm and be able to see my work at the end of the day. Even though I do see my work at the end of the day, I always say every single day, I always say it's not enough. It's not enough. Need to do more, you know? And I try to, but it's all about time, how much time you have, and physical limitations. Well, right now, while working, I'm breaking down physical limitations. Like, I literally just go until like I'm sick, and that's no problem. That's no problem for me. I enjoy it. I enjoy getting out there and working so hard to at the end of the day, like I'm barely able to move and I'm cramping up everywhere. You know, that's when I feel like, okay, if I got the maximum use out of myself, then actually I really did something. You know, but if like the day is over with and there's nothing like aching on my body. I don't have like the morning, like yesterday when I finished working, I had a massive limp from carrying around the heavy duty wagon full of compost pit soil dirt, you know, no nutrient dirt, getting it hauled out of there. Like I tore my ankle up yesterday, and woke up and my ankle is hurt. And first thing, because I need the wagon, so at the end of the day, I try to load everything up. So when I wake up the next day, everything is already loaded and ready for a first load of everything to be dumped. I don't know why. I just like to prep for the next day. Yeah. But so, but you know, I feel like if you're not aching, if you don't have some little quirks going on with your body, you just didn't put enough into it. At least I feel like I didn't put enough into it. And so it is now 6 o'clock and the sun is still not up. My goodness, waiting for the sun to get on the grind. But it's okay because like we be working so much now that it's like, when do we have time to get a reality vlog in? When do we have time to like stop in the moment in the heat of the work and to get it done? Because when you're in full swing, like you don't want to stop and turn on the camera. You want to try to get as much done as possible. But that's something like gotta say in my mind, like slow it down, bring the camera out, because like when I transplanted the monkey grass yesterday, like there was no before and after. You couldn't see how like bald that area was. There was just an after, and then with it just an after and no before and after, it diminished the quality of work, because even if you showed it, you wouldn't be able to comprehend how much work went into transplanting that monkey grass, and the dramatic change of that area from filling that area up with monkey grass, how that area was changed dramatically. Okay, you can't see the hard work there. Or even if I showed how deep the compost pile is, it's like right now it's deep up to my knees, that deep. But before, it was a mountain that was stacked up, like above the ground, halfway to my knees. You know, it was probably 2 feet above the ground, and now it's 3 or 4 feet below the ground. And so, you know, that's the thing. Like, you don't get to see it before and after. So you like watching these vlogs, you wouldn't be able to really see the quality of work that we've put in since we've been out here.
Yeah, they might with the
Maybe because there are some videos where pieces of it got put in there.
Like when I was digging, you can see how high that thing
Yeah, it was all the way up. At that point, it was all the way up when you were doing that. It was pretty much a fresh start. I only had, 2 or 3 days of excavating dirt. so it was still pretty high. It might have still been above the ground, or it had just started getting into the ground. You know, who knows? But gonna be getting my nephew up soon. This is even earlier than what he gets up. He normally starts running around about 7 o'clock. Around 7 o'clock, he's up and going and zipping zamming. But today, he's gonna be getting up a little bit earlier. Sister Gina is gonna go cook breakfast. I'm gonna go all around. Can't believe I'm up with a hoodie on because it's so cool down here in the morning. But that's an awesome thing because it will save on the electric bill. We got we have some electrical deficiencies in this home that we need to get an electrician out here for, and we have some plumbing deficiencies that we need to get another plumber out here. And you know what? It's an older home. You know, you everything isn't gonna work perfectly, but it's a good thing that we're spotting these things out so that we know we need to get these things fixed in time. Also, there's some appliances that we want to replace that are in this home. It's all over time. We're just gonna do the work. Let things as they are. As we have the finances, we have a check sheet. As we have the finances, we'll start fixing little things here and there. And of course, that comes with any home. You can get a brand new home, and things won't be perfect in the home. Of course, that's because nothing in life is perfect. Nobody lives in a perfect rose bush type of world. Nobody lives in that type of world. You can watch a guy who has who's very successful at robbing people of their money, and they own yachts. Mainly the people on Wall Street. They're very good at robbing you of everything you have and sucking you dry. Normally, they don't even live in a perfect world. They'll make more money in a day than you will in a year. Maybe even more money in a half a day. Before noon, they've made more money for themselves than you've made in a whole year of working in one day. And guess what? Their lives aren't perfect. A lot of those guys end up killing themselves. Even the ones who have all the money in the world, there's issues that they come across in their lives that cause them to kill themselves. I mean, because one, to be able to rob people like that, you have to be sort of a narcissist. You have to have some kind of narcissist like mentality where you really don't care about people. Period. You're just focusing on that one thing and getting as much capital as possible, and anything else does not matter. But you know what? It everything is universal and everything comes back. So you know, when you look at me, I could be a narcissist in my own little sub-zone about the things that I want to do in life. But even I pay for that. Everybody pays. You pay for who you are. I seen this one blogger, and she was saying that, hey, if you want something to be a certain kind of way, and then things aren't that way, then you need to evaluate yourself and stop blaming other people. So let's say, you know, you wanted to have a mate. Let's say you wanted to have a companion or a friend. But every time you get a companion, they don't last long with you. What do you think? Normally that person would turn around and think, oh, there's something wrong with that other person. Or oh, people are so dirty out there. They do me so wrong. But nobody ever, I'm going to tell you this. I know this about people. Been living for 32 years. No, people don't like to take accountability for themselves or the things that they do. They rather turn around and put the blame on and put the onus on another person and never consider what the hell they did to contribute to the lack of communication, the lack of kinship, the lack of friendship, the lack of relationship. People never stop and think. Like, I do though, because I'm aware of it. Like, I always before I go external and say what this other person did, the cause and effect, I always look at myself first, because I know I got quirks about myself that I'm in tune with. And since I'm in tune with my quirks, I always look at me. That's what I look at first and say, hey, what did I do to contribute to this situation or this lack of a situation? Because, yeah, there are some single people in this world, and a lot of them that are in the prime of their life, and they can't get a conversation or a date to save their lives. And a lot of people, I notice a lot of people nowadays, I see a lot of things about people are creeped out about, physical or in the real world conversation. So nowadays, if you try to start a conversation with a person in the real world, it's like weird. But most people connect with people on the in cyberspace before they connect with them in real space. And if you try to do it in the opposite, where you try to connect with people in real space before you connect with them in cyberspace, it can get really awkward. And it's leading to low birth rates in America, all across the board. But it is the way things are. And then with the I'm not bashing feminists, and I'm not bashing LGBT. Not bashing. I'm not a homophobe, and more power to the feminist movements. But those things, how they're being promoted and how they're being propelled to the forefront of what people should be, those things are are truly affecting the demographic of America. Seriously. Because you have women who are on this feminist movement, and they're fighting for nothing. Really. Nothing. You already, everything that you're fighting for, you already got it. What are you fighting for? The only thing you're doing now is furthering the divide of natural order. That's the only thing you're doing. You're disintegrating natural order, because like a Caucasian fellow said on an interview. He said I would never get married. I would never get married. And I say these things because in the black community, nobody gets married anyway. Nobody gets married in the black community. I mean, it's hard to find a wife material in the black community. I was very fortunate to find a wife who's melanated, and I wouldn't want to have it any other way, because we have a bond that goes beyond the physical, and goes into understanding of life and how we've been treated in life and our standing in life. We both come from humble backgrounds, and and just a lot of similarities. We share a struggle, and it's because we both have that understanding of the struggle. We're fighting every day to escape what we were born into. And that's the one thing about America that is better than any other country in the world. In any other country in the world, whatever economical status you start in, anywhere else in the world, you started an economical status, you stay there. That's where you stay at. In America, this is true too. Probably about 75, 80% of the time, whatever economical status you stay in, you're gonna start in. That's where you're gonna stay. If you start off poor in America, 75, 80% of the time, you're gonna die poor. But that 20%, 25%, that's a large chunk. Please believe that's a big gateway of opportunity. And that's a challenge to say, hey, am I going to be the 75%? Am I just going to sit here and wallow in my mess like a pig? Or am I going to be the 25% and I'm going to change my economical status? I'm going to do something. Even if I got to work at McDonald's every day. When I leave McDonald's, I'm going to be doing something to change my economical status. And the person who does that is going to be the target in the black community. I promise you. That's going to be the guy everybody wants to kill. Because, you know, I'm going to use the word revolutionary. And not revolutionary in the way that, oh, you want to go against the system, or, oh, you want to fight. But revolutionary in the way that you don't think the way everybody else thinks around you. You're not... I'll give you an example of this. In hip-hop, okay, you have this cornball dude, this character, this fictitious character, talking about he representing the black community, talking about destroying the black community, and when he speaks, it's death or it's destruction. You know, it's nothing like Rick Ross, Bob Act the Hood. It's not telling somebody to go take their finances and buy your community or bank black, or at least make one aspect of when you spend your money, at least bring it to the black community. Go seek out you a black business that you enjoy and that you'll invest in. It's not none of that. What it is I killed a nigga. I'm real. I'm real, cause I shoot a nigga in the face. Now, no, when it be the person that listens to this, when they see another black person, they want to go out and execute. They want to go out and execute these words, these spirits. They literally want to go out and kill a black man and don't see a problem with it. But as soon as a white police officer come put that baton upside your damn head, you screaming out, racist, racist. But if that police officer wasn't putting that baton upside your head, you'd be somewhere terrorizing black people. And then trying to talk about some racism or talking about some KKK or something like that. But then don't see nothing wrong with the destruction of your community. Don't see nothing wrong with harming another black person. Don't see nothing wrong. And this is stuff that me and my wife see even out here when we go to the city to get our groceries and stuff. We know, and this has been going on for so long. I'm glad that we're recording now and I can speak about it. But damn, you talking about elevating yourself back to being a king and queen, but every time you see a king and queen, you want to slaughter them. Or you want to do harm to a black person. Or when you see a black person, you're nasty. Here's an example. Me and my wife, probably about 3 some odd weeks ago, when we got actually, was it the day that we closed? We went and got pizza. One of those days in there, when we got close to when we knew we got our closing date or something like that, we went and got pizza. And me, I make a conscious effort when I see another melanated person to speak. I try to speak and show that I'm not the type of melanated person that when I see another melanated person that I hate them, that I'm nasty towards them, that I show that you know that I don't have any love for people of my own color. I try not to be that person, you know. So here we go. We're in there, you know, and I like my food hot and fresh. So, you know, I'd rather just go there and sit there for 15 minutes, order right there and sit down for 15 minutes and wait for my food. And so that's what we did. And we went there, ordered the food, sat down, waited for it to be done so we could take this fresh, hot pizza home. Well, there was a black woman that came in. And of course, I spoke to her. And when I spoke to her, the only thing, and my wife was sitting right next to me. So, I always have a witness to everything that I say that can confirm the correctness of what I'm saying. Now, I'm not just making up stories. Okay? So, when she sat down, I spoke. I said, "Hey, how you doing? How you doing?" And what I got back was a nasty, nasty look. Like, "You're not my white Jesus. Why are you speaking to me? You're not Jesus." But some white people came in there, and
they were leaving.
Huh?
They were leaving.
They were leaving. Yeah, the white people were leaving. And if you would have seen, I mean, she got up and did she did that where her mouth went like that, big wide with a wide smile, and started speaking in some kind of slave language. Oh master, I'm so glad to see you. I'm so glad that you even seen that I was alive. Started doing all that stuff. And I'm like, what the fuck? Now, this is me. Okay. Now, with me, I'm very cordial with everybody. But, here's the thing. When it comes to other races, I get kind of pull back a little bit. I pull back because I don't know who wants to harm me. I don't know who wants to help me. I don't know who's plotting in their mind to shoot up the spot to eliminate me. Because I'm gonna be honest with you. And you know what? It's my vlog. I can do that. There's a lot of white terrorists out there. And I'm more concerned with a white terrorist than a Muslim terrorist. And that's just me being honest. So when it comes to white people, I let them approach me first. And when they approach me first and I see that they're good people, then okay, then we can continue on. We can do business together. We can form some kind of acquaintanceship and be acquaintances. We can give advice to each other. But I generally let other races approach me first because I don't want to approach somebody and they be like all the Confederates out here that we live around, because we live around all Confederates. So when it comes to other races, I'm more of an introvert, and I'll let them initiate. If they feel like they see me and they see some potential, I'll let them come over to me, and we'll get started that way. That's to protect myself, to keep down confusion, keep down unwanted interactions. But when it comes to somebody who is melanated like me, I'll just generally just speak off the rip. But I gotta tell you, I'll find less hatred from a Klansman like a KKK hood rider. I don't worry about bad interactions with them, but I get less hate from who's supposed to be the hate group. I'll get less hate from them than I will from my own people. And this is a fact. A black person will be quick to say, "I'm gonna kill you, old NIGG." You finish the rest? I hate that NIGG. I'm gonna bust that NIGG upside the head. And as soon as a white person comes by, "Oh yes, Amasa. Oh yes, I love you so much. Oh, you slapped me in the face. Oh, it's okay, Massa. Slap my ass again." That type of weird stuff. And I'm like, well, if you could treat your own people so bad, if you can destroy your own community, if you could take all of your assets and take it to another community and not care about your own, well, you deserve everything you get. If you get treated like a cotton picking slave, if society keeps beating you upside your head and you keep running back with a smile and a chugga chugga coon coon dance, you deserve everything that you get. Now the person who says, hey, I'm gonna love myself, I'm gonna build for myself, and I'm gonna provide a service for my community and beyond. I'm gonna provide a service and I'm gonna build myself up and I'm gonna show the world whatever the world, if the world thinks, oh, all black people are thugs, all black people are criminals, all black people are all up to something bad. Cause I gotta tell you, I feel like it's I spy in America. I mean, being black in America gives law enforcement the right to just spy on you like nothing else. They like, and I gotta tell you, there's more white criminals in America than black criminals. Way more. They like triple the times black criminality. Seriously. But, you know, black people make up majority of the prison population. Why? Because white people aren't criminalized like that. They're not being followed and stalked and harassed by the police. They're just not. But I gotta tell you, for every one black drug dealer, there's probably about 4 or 5 white drug dealers, and that's just an honest fact. That's just honest. You know, there's more gang activity going on in the white community. And you know what? Since it's not being policed and the black community is being policed so much, the white community is being ruined. It's literally being go look. And that's why when I hear the word white privilege, I'm like, white privilege? The only privilege that white people have is the privilege to destroy themselves. That's it. They destroy their communities. You go look some of these white communities that were supposed to be upscale communities. The only difference they have is they keep the crime in their communities quiet, and the news doesn't